What's up, everyone? Dolly Parton with Jolene. This is video, no joke, number 2000 here on my channel, youtube.com/rockinguitarlessons1. I'm Mike Gross from rockinguitarlessons.com, as well as this channel. And I didn't overthink what I'm going to do for video. It's not video 2000. We're 100 away from that. This is video number 1900. I'm sorry. How could I even think? That's because I was thinking about, wow, I'm approaching 2,000 videos here. So this is video number 1900, and I figured, I didn't put tons of thought. I just thought, what could I do that's special? How about Jolene? My wife is Jolene. Now, not the meaning of the song, for those of you who know what the song's about, but because it had my wife's name in it, even though it's spelled different. Alright, so you want to tune standard. Now, there's lots of different versions of this, even from Dolly Parton herself, and other bands that have redid it. I wanted to go to the original, and the capo plays a key in this. You know, even I saw some live stuff where it was capo fret 3, but on the studio version it's fret 4. That's assuming they're at standard tuning, which is no reason to think that they're not, especially if they're capoing something. It doesn't make a lot of sense to alter the tuning because the capo is going to alter it anyways. So assuming that the tuning is standard, it's capo fret 4 the way it is in the studio. Alright, it's finger picking. I'm not Mr. Super Advanced finger picker, unless it's my nose. I'm really good at that, man. I could get all fingers going, man, in one nostril. But anyways, let's break this down. So we're capoing the 4th fret. We're in standard tuning, and this is a capo for those of you who don't know. Based around A minor here. Technically it'd be C sharp minor with the capo, but when you have a capo, you can't play behind it. So in essence, this fret 4 is opens, and fret 5 here is fret 1. So that's how we're going to look at it. If I'm saying fret 2, that's over here. Okay. So middle 2D, 3rd finger 2G, and you can experiment with what fingers you want to use as well. This is not a beginner thing. It's kind of tricky, actually. You're going to go A, G, D, B. Okay? I go thumb, index, thumb, middle is how I'm doing it. Okay, and then you're going to hammer on an A minor chord. So take your thumb to D, index G, middle B. Have that thumb offset. Don't have it like this, or when you go to pluck, you won't get the volume you need. So they need to have their own little area, just like our fingers do over here. You're going to pinch those 3 strings, hammer onto an A minor, which is 2D, 2G, and 1B. So you slow down, it's look for that little slap in there too. And then open G, open D. You can hear some palm muting if you want to try to apply that. I didn't do much of it because you wouldn't. I'm not plugged in, so you're not going to hear it as loud. But index and thumb, G, D. Then we need 1B, 2G. You're going to pluck those 2 with index and middle and pull off to an open. Pull off to 2 opens. So up to there, it's watch. And then open D, open G, thumb, index. Play that whole thing slowed down. I won't do the palm muting because I want you to hear the notes. That's what you have going on note-wise. And that's going to go 4 times. Let's try it again. And then go to A minor, 2D, 2G, 1B. Go A and 2 plucks on the G and B string. We're off the A minor chord. So go to C major. All you gotta do is take that 3rd finger, put it up to 3A. So you'll go A, hit the G and B together, and then go B, G, D, G. And I'm going middle index, thumb index. So you want to memorize that because the next chord, you're doing the same thing. It's a G/B. Middle finger 2A is all you need, and play the same thing. A, G, B together, and then 2, 3, 4, 3 on the strings. So we have, and then you're back to the beginning. Okay, and then the next thing is a G. It's basically just the G root that you have to fret. 3rd fret, low E. Oops. Oops. It's hard to hear the notes in that part, but I'm giving you the vibe of it, basic concept. E, E, G, and then D. So E, E, G. Oops. D, G, or D, E, D. So, and that's going to go twice. So, slow down. It's, and then you're back to the beginning. Oops. Then back to this part. This is where the vocals come in. The Jolene. So we have then back to this again. And then you're back to the G. One time on the G bass, it's 1 time through. I think it's the first time, and then the second time you're going to double up on it. It's either that or the other. You'll know when you hear it. And that would be 2 times. 1 would be so. Right? I think it's 1 the first time through, and then 2 times the second time through. I just had to kind of play it in context. And like I said, if I was plugged in, I'd be able to emphasize more on the muting. This is not a beginner thing, and like I said, I'm not an advanced finger picker, except for my nose, like I was saying. You know what I mean? So the key to this is, since we're not using a pick, on one of them I saw a thumb pick. Actually, it was from Dolly Parton herself. She had a pick on the thumb. Or was it? I can't remember now. But I'll tell you what, her fingernails were like, pshh, and she was playing. I'm like, what in the world? How? How, man? So, take your time, break down the parts. You know, we're dealing with basically, you know, an A minor, A2, you know, it all revolves around that. And then when the vocals kick in, we're basically A minor, C major, G/B, and then back to the A minor. Except there's no high E in this at all. I'm just playing as the chords that are being used. Okay, and then where we have the G root, that's if you were strumming it. I'm muting the A string there. But break the parts down. I mean, you hear me talk about subgrouping a lot, so if you have to, let me just give you an example right now of a good way to subgroup this from the start, especially if you're new to finger picking. We're starting off the A2 chord, right? So we have the 2D and the 2G. Subgroup could, honestly guys, could just be A to G. and then you build it. You can just add one note at a time. So A, G, D, thumb, index, thumb. And then add the next, which was the B string with your middle finger. Let me get it closer because I do want you to see this. Hi, my name's Johnny Cash. So we have. I want you to kind of see the angle too of the fingers. I use my pinky and rest it there. Some people they free float it, but it just kind of keeps the hand stable. It's how I do it. So, and that sounds nice, you know. It's just 4 notes out of the chord, but it'd be a nice way for you to enter in, you know, with the subgrouping concept. Oops. And then, you know, you have a bass note thing going on of. Right? Follow what I'm saying there? So, anyways, sit that down. So, subgroup it that way, and if you have to do it one note at a time, you know, same thing when you get to the techniques, you know, you may want to focus just on the D, G, B opens, plucking those 3, and hammering onto the A minor chord. Because you want to make sure, audibly, that you're hearing volumes off of those 3 notes equal. You know, you don't want, you know, because what tends to happen is our stronger finger for hammer-ons, which I don't know which one yours is, but you know, a lot of times it's the first finger or second, will come down with more force. You know, picture holding a hammer, like an actual physical hammer, swinging with your right hand if you're right-handed, and then having to do it with your left, and seeing which one's going to have the more impact. It's the same concept when you're doing this technique of hammer-ons. So by subgrouping it, you'll be able to kind of highlight that little section, focus in on it, go over and over it. And there's, you know, more than just the hammer-ons going on. People struggle a lot when you got to do multiple strings with hammer-ons. So if you're not really comfortable with hammer-ons, this is going to be difficult because you may have to break it down to individuals and see which one is the weaker finger. And then if they're all good, cool. Then you got to do this, but you also have this element, you know, where you're doing the finger picking. So there's a lot more going on than what it may appear when you just listen to the song Jolene. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So subgroup, subgroup, subgroup. I can't emphasize it enough. This is video number 1900. It's been a fun journey, and I haven't even hit 3 years yet, I don't think, on this channel, and I'm loving it, man. You guys are awesome. You're the best. I try to keep it versatile, every style that there is on this channel, and be fair with my subscriber requests. You know, I'm approaching 86,000 subscribers, and I have lots of requests. But this one, since it was video 1900, it wasn't a request. I don't know, maybe one of you guys did request this. I don't think so, but maybe. But this is for my wife Jolene, just because her name's in it, not for the meaning of it. Alright? My email, mike@rockinguitarlessons.com. I do teach privately on Skype, as well as Jolene. Go figure. She teaches vocals. She teaches people how to sing. You could sing like Dolly Parton if you take lessons from her. On my website, rockinguitarlessons.com, she has a tutorial there, and so do I. Click on the Skype Lessons tab. If it's something you're interested in, you can watch the tutorial and then read up on the pricing, how that works. And just to get more information and be more informed about how it goes, if you're interested, shoot me an email, and we can get you set up for a day and a time that works each week or bi-weekly. That's really the 2 choices, unless you have an absolute ridiculous schedule. I have a few students that you know, my days are different this week than last week. Can we do a different day? But if you can, by all means, try to get a set day, set time. Look up my CVT lessons. They stands for Custom Video Tablature. If you're too busy to do the lessons on Skype and you want to get that song that you've been wanting to get down forever and get it right, I can do that for you. I handwrite the tabs and record a video and upload it here. Anyways, you can read up about that on the website. While you're there, fill out the contact information if you don't mind. There's some free stuff for you to check out on the website as well. And of course, if you want to become a member, that's cool. I appreciate the support. If you can't, we got this channel right here full of free stuff. So Either way, it's a win-win, right? So anyways, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. It's been awesome. So many doors have opened because of me starting this channel. Didn't see it coming, man, to be honest with you. I really didn't. So, and it's because of you guys. So thank you. Subscribe. Be sure to spread my videos around. Tell your buddies. You know, use the social media outlets that are out there for you and forward it. And that's how this stuff, that's how it's partly how things have happened the way they have. Word of mouth. And I'm out there. And I appreciate you guys for that. Until next time, I'm Mike Gross, rockinguitarlessons.com. We'll talk to you guys very, very soon. I have to wrap it up because my daughter's in the hospital. Dilated to 3. You know what I'm saying. So, what am I doing out here? Gotta go shower and get ready. Don't want to miss it, you know. Alright, catch you guys later.